In fact, there are people who are not even happy that some people are their parents. And there's really nothing they can do about it simply because we do not choose who our parents are, however much you try to think about that. In fact, by the time you're trying to think about it, it has already happened. There's also this narrative of like people saying, oh, the background where someone comes from doesn't matter. Scrap that off because background plays a very important role in each and every person's life. Believe me, it's these people you're seeing, some of them are successful at a certain age. It's because of who they were shaped to be from the word go, from when they were young. I also tend to think that it's very unfair for like parents to portray the narcissistic, pessimistic, be arrogant, and also portray their failures at their children, blaming it on their background. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. In case you're new here, my name is Olivia. I am currently based in Italy and I am sharing my traveling experiences as well as sharing my passions and interests. So in case you're new, please be sure to subscribe as a way to show support, appreciation, and thank you for always coming back to support and for sharing this journey with me. So in today's video, I am talking to my people. I'm going to be talking about one of the most underrated 20s, which like most of us, we are just in it, but we are confused AF, but we keep on moving so far. And I just want to make a note that your 20s are the most crucial stages of your life. Whatever people tell you, please take it from me as someone who has lived in my 20s for long enough that this is the time you can achieve anything you mostly want to do. I know this is the time we are at our prime. This is the time you are so energetic. This is the time you can explore. This is the time you can start whichever idea you have and you can really do it without anything hindering you. And these ideas, the thing is, when we leave them without doing anything about them, they remain to be ideas as they are like in our heads. I've had a couple of people mostly coming and asking me, oh, Olivia, how do I start this? How do I do that? Because I'm not even sure like how to start this journey because I don't have anything. Anything means maybe the financial constraints, someone maybe doesn't just have the energy to do something. And I think is normal. It plays a very important part because sometimes in order to achieve something or in order to start something, maybe we need finances. It's in your 20s that you can be anyone you want to be. You can be, I don't know, a flight attendant. It's in your 20s. You can work on your career. It's in your 20s. For those of you who are like, they feel they're left behind because you're seeing maybe your ladies, they're having kids. Some of them are even married. Some of them are even achieving all their dreams in their 20s. And you're wondering, oh my goodness, I'm so left behind. Believe me, you're not so left behind. The thing is, you can also start from somewhere today and move slowly, do something about it, and one time slowly become whoever you want to be. There's also this narrative of like people saying, oh, the background where someone comes from doesn't matter. Scrap that off because background plays a very important role in each and every person's life. Believe me, it's these people you're seeing, some of them are successful at a certain age. It's because of who they were shaped to be from the word go, from when they were young. And I think when you have like a good shaping, a good background, that is who mostly you tend to become. But if you had a very bad background of start, then you struggle to find your path, you struggle to find yourself. And by the time, maybe sometimes it's even late, sometimes it's even more extended as it would have been if you had like a strong background, because you find yourself early. So all these people are telling you background doesn't matter, doesn't determine. No, it does play a very important role, only that those who they had to like choose a different path when they were later in life, they found themselves and their background, they scrapped it off, as opposed to those who had like a good background and they started off like immediately, they just hit it off, everything went smooth. So I also tend to think that it's very unfair for like parents to portray their narcissistic, pessimistic, be arrogant, and also portray their failures at their children, blaming it on their background, because I think everyone has the chance to change. I think everyone has the chance to like make it better. Really, honestly, even if you blame like your failures, you be angry, you be a pessimist, and then you portray all these, you like direct them to your kid. I think it's really unfair because, in all fairness, the kid could do nothing in your background. They were not even there. They were not even in the picture. So when you are angry and you're trying to tell your kids, oh, try to understand our background, try to do these. First of all, the person you have become in life is because of your background. That is something that didn't just match up, or something that didn't just work. And that is why you are the person you've become. And I think it's only fair that we try to be better, to not be like the worst version of ourselves and portray it in our kids. They become the victim in this case. Portraying all these negative qualities as a parent only means that this cycle is going to continue. And even your child, because he or she is raised in a bitter background, because you were raised in a bitter background, they're also going to become bitter people in life. And probably, if they do not choose to change their path or to do better, they're also going to be very bitter parents, and the cycle continues. I think it's only fair that we do better so that we break this cycle at some point. I've had parents, or I've seen parents who like really portray negative qualities. They do not even listen to their kids at all, and they think that they're doing it right. And I think that's just so sad. So in your 20s, if you think that there is something that you really want to change, please, by all chances, go ahead and try. Start from somewhere. It doesn't have to be financially. If your dream has to start from, let's say you have to purchase something, start by maybe borrowing from friends. Start by talking to the people who you're seeing doing the same thing. And I can assure you, the people who are already doing this thing, they always like have some ways to maneuver. And even you yourself, if you do a couple of research and start from somewhere, you are going to succeed in it. So in your 20s, believe me, you can become anything. You can become anyone you so want to. And you can also work on a better future, different from the one you came from. Remember to work on these three things when you're in your 20s: your finances, your mindset, your mentality, your health. Those are four. You can work on the four of them as well, but the biggest one is your mindset, because mindset is everything. Mindset is when you believe you can do this, you believe that there's actually a way out, you believe that everything I want to be, everything I want to achieve is actually possible. And then you put your mind to it, you will certainly always find a way, because that is exactly what your mind is going to be directing you towards, and you're going to work towards achieving it. So I wish you all the very best. And in your 20s, please make sure you achieve something that you always wanted to do, or as you vision yourself, because they say life begins at 30s. So it's okay. Let's all try in our 20s, because it's also understandable to do trial and error, because this is life. There is no like a perfect manual on how you can do it, but there is a way that you can do it in order to be a better person, become successful, and also be a better version of yourself, that even the people around you, even if you ever had like kids in future, they would be happy that you are their mom, that you are their dad. In fact, there are people who are not even happy that some people are their parents. And there's really nothing they can do about it, simply because we do not choose who our parents are, however much you try to think about that. In fact, by the time you're trying to think about it, it has already happened. And you can't rectify about it. And you see, if you were to hear that someone regrets that you're their parents, deep down, you'd be hurt. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was as short as that. But if you haven't subscribed, I do hope you subscribe. because it's always interesting having you here with me. Bye.